the unexpected task. We should get more on you now. Ask someone. He's right. We don't want to end up with a pair of trolls. Hermione let out a splutter of indignation. A pair of what? Excuse me? Well, you know, said Ron, shrugging. I'd rather go alone than with Lois Midget. Say, her ashes loads better lately, and she's really nice. Her nose is off center, said Ron. Oh, I see. Hermione said Briston. So, basically, you're going to take the best-looking girl who'll have you, even if she's completely horrible. Yeah, that sounds about right, said Ron. I'm going to bed. Hermione snapped, and she swept off towards the girls' staircase without another word. The Hogwarts staff demonstration continued, decides to improve the visitor from Big's and Durmstrange seemed determined to show the castle at its best this Christmas. When the decoration went up, Harry noticed that they were the most stunning he had yet seen inside the school. Every lesson and icicles has been attached to the banisters of the marble staircase. The usual 12 Christmas trees in the great hall were bedizened with everything from luminous holly berries to real hooding golden owls, and the suits of armor had all been bewitched to sing carolers whenever anyone passed them. It was quite something to hear. Oh, come, all yeah, well, with full sunk by an empty helmet, then only knew half the words. Several times, which the caretaker had to extract pieces from inside the armor where he had tied no hidden feeling in the capes, in the thongs, with lyrics of his own invention, all of which were very right, and still Harry hadn't asked Cho to the ball. He and Ron were getting very nervous now. Thought, as very pointed out, Ron would look much less stubborn than he would without a partner. Harry was supposed to be started the dancing with the other champions. I suppose there's always morning, Marta, he said gloomily, referring to the ghost who haunted the girls' toilets on the second floor. Harry, we just got to grip out this and go it and do it, said Ron. And on Friday morning, in a tone that suggested they were planning the storming and of an impregnable fortress. When we get back to the common room, tonight, we'll both have partners agreed. Yeah, okay, said Harry. But every time he glimpsed it, go the day during break and then lunchtime, and once on the way to History of Magic, she was surrounded by friends. Didn't she ever do anywhere alone? Could we perhaps ambush her as she was going into a bathroom? But no, she even seemed to go there with an escort of 4 or 5 girls. Yes, if he didn't go in soon, she was bound to have been asked by somebody else. He found it hard to concentrate in the Snape's antidote test, and consequently forgot to add the key ingredient, a bizarre meaning that he received bottom marks. He didn't care though. He was too busy screaming up his courage for what he was about to do. Then the bell rang. He grabbed his head and had just have to ask Joe for a private word. Then was all be hurried off through and the packed corridors looking for her, and he found her emerging from a defense against the dark earth listens. Ear Joe, called, I have a word with you. Signaling should be made. I'll give. Harry thought furiously as all the girls around the show started going it. She didn't thought. She said okay and followed him out of earshot of her classmates. Harry turned to look at her, and his stomach gave a weird lurch, as though he had missed a step going downstairs. He said. He couldn't ask her. He couldn't, but he had to. Joe stood there looking puzzled, watching him. Their words come out before Harry had quite got his tongue around them. Vengeable Vime? Sorry, said Joe. Do you want to go to the ball with me? Said Harry. Why did he have to go right now? Why? Oh, said Joe. And he went right to. Oh, Harry, I'm really sorry. And she looked it too. I will already said I will call someone else. Oh, said Harry. odd a moment before. His insides had been written like snakes, but suddenly he didn't seem to have any insides at all. Oh, okay, he said, no problem. I'm really sorry, she said again. That's okay, said Harry. They stood there looking at each other, and then Joe said, well, yeah, said Harry. Well, bye, said Joe, still very red. She walked away. Harry called after her before he could stop himself. Who are going with? Oh, Cedric, she said. Cedric Diggory. Oh, right, said Harry. His insides had come back again. It felt as though they had been filled with light in their absence. Completely forgetting about dinner, he walked slowly back up to Gryffindor Tower, whose voice enjoying in these ears with every step he took. Cedric Diggory. He had been starting to quite like Cedric, prepared to overlook that fact that he had once beaten him at Quidditch and was handsome and popular and nearly everyone's favorite champion. Now he suddenly realized that Cedric was in fact useless pretty boy who didn't have enough brains to fill a job, a cup, fairy lights, he said dully to the fat lady. The password had been changed the previous day. Yeah, indeed, dear. She tried straightening her new tinsel hair band as she swung forward to admit him. And entering the common room, Harry looked around, and to his surprise, he saw Ron sitting agitated in a distant corner. Ginny was sitting with him, talking to him in what seemed to be a low, soothing voice. "What's up, Ron?" said Harry, joining them. Ron looked up at Harry, a sort of blank horror in his face. "Why did I do it?" he said wildly. "I don't know what made me do it." "What?" said Harry. "You just asked Fleur Delacour to go to the ball with him," said Ginny. She looked as though she was fighting back a smile, but she kept patting Ron's arm sympathetically. "You what?" said Harry. "I don't know what made me do it." Ron gasped again. "What was I playing at?" "There were people all around. We can't make everyone watching. I was just talking." Was her in the entrance held? She was standing there talking to Diggory, and it sort of come over me and asked her. Ron minute and put his face in his hands. He kept talking, though the words were barely distinguishable She looked at me like I was a slug or something, didn't even answer, and then I don't know, I just sort of come to my senses and ran off it. She spared Willem, said Harry. You were right, her grandmother was one. I wasn't your fault. I bet you just walked past when she was turning on the old charm and for jittery and got a blast of it, but she was wasting her time. He's going with shoe chance. Ron looked up. I asked her to go with me just now, Harry said dully, and she told me. Ginny had suddenly stopped smiling. This is mad, said Ron. We're the only ones left who haven't got anyone. Well, expect Newell. Hi guys. Who? He asked Hermione. What? Said Harry, completely distracted by this startling news.